Hello everyone, today's screencast is going to be on division bus stop method, but with remainders. This is number 2 of a series of bus stop method screencasts. Hopefully you're finding these really easy. If you found the last one easy, then trust me, you are going to be fine on this one. Baby steps we're doing, nice small steps, and we're building up to the final finale, which is the next one. So stick with me till then, because if you found division hard before, hopefully you're finding it easy now. So what is the bus stop method? We've done this last time. It's an easy way to do division. Remember, the numbers go inside the bus stop. The number you're dividing by goes outside the bus stop. So let's look at a traditional question where we have some remainders. Now, a couple of things why I'm doing this is because lots of maths we would not want you to leave a remainder, but there are some parts of maths where when we're looking at top-heavy fractions or mixed numbers, that type of thing, sometimes it's really good to have this ability to have an understanding of how many remainders you have left. So this is the reason why doing this step is important. So here we go, 35 inside the bus stop. We've done our 6 times table outside, and we put the 6 there. Now, we're going to look here and we're going to say, okay, remember what we did last time. How many 6s go into 3? They don't. So we put a 0 and we carry across a 3 because there's 3 remainders. 6 times 0 is 0. So we're 3 away. We've got our 3 remainders that move across. So how many 6s go into 35? I look down my list and I can see that 5 6s go into make it 30. If I go 6, it goes to 36. So that's too big. So I've got to go for 5. Put my 5 there. And I've got some remainders left, don't I? I'm at 30 and I need to be at 35. So I've got 5, remainder 5. So my answer would be 5, remainder 5. Okay, so now it's time for you to do one. Give it a go. I know it's a bit early, but you can give this next one a go. See how you go. Come back and see how well you have done. I'll put everything in for you. Another top tip here is to make sure that you have a little gap in between each of your numbers so you're not cramming everything up. But give it a go now. Come back and see if you've got it right. So how many 4s do we have in 1? Well, we don't, do we? So we put a 0. So 4 times 0 is 0. So I've got a remainder of 1 that needs to move over. So now how many 4s go into 14? Look down my list. I can see that 3 4s are 12. 4 4s are 16, so I've got to go for my 3, but I'm going to have a remainder of 2. So that's going to turn into 25. How many 4s go into 25? I look down my list and I can see I've got 6, but I've got 1 remainder, so it's 6, remainder 1. And my answer would be 36, remainder 1. So this is the last one we're going to do. It says example 1. It's not an example 1, it's example 3. A little typo there. Give this one a go. Very important that you go through the whole process on your own, and then you'll be ready for the quiz. If you can do this one, then you can do anything on the screencast. Away you go. So here we go. How many 5s go into 2? Well, they don't, do they? So it's and a remainder of 2. So now we're looking at how many 5s go into 26. Well, 5 5s are 25. So we're going to have a remainder of 1 across there. And then last but not least, we're looking at how many 5s go into 14. Well, we're going to have 2, because 2 times 5 is 10, but we're 4 off, aren't we? So we have a remainder of 4. So 52, remainder 4 would be your answer. And it is now time for the quiz. You've all been looking forward to the quiz all day, all evening. So here we go. It's your time to shine now. Make sure you do everything out in full. Make sure you do those times tables down the right hand side like we did in the first screencast. If you struggle, if you know your numbers and your multiplications really well, then you might not need to do that, but only please write it down if at all in doubt. Pause the video, give it a go, come back and see if you've got things correct. So here we go, it's time for our answers now. You can see all my working there. We've got 62 remainder 1, 36 remainder 1, and 65 remainder 1. So hopefully you absolutely ace those questions. Do something today that your future self is going to thank you for by writing a wonderful revision card that you can take out at any point, revise at any point, keep that information fresh at any point. That is the key to being successful in maths. Not to do things in big chunks and then forget about them. To do them in small chunks all the time. Until next time, it's always a pleasure helping you with maths today. Have a great day or evening.